Gru and the Minions are back for an all-new Despicable Me film. So today, let's see if this fourth entry is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming content. Gru welcomes a new member to the family, Gru Jr., who's intent on tormenting his dad. However, their peaceful existence soon comes crashing down when criminal mastermind Maxime escapes from prison and vows revenge against Gru. Despicable Me 4 is easily the worst one in the franchise. I think a lot of that contributes to this film's inability to tell a very coherent, deeper story compared to those previous three films. There's not much development for Gru and Gru Jr. There's a lot of things in here that really contribute to its thin storyline. When you look at the overall plot of it, there's so much going on in here. You have Gru and his family that moved to a new small town after Maxime, voiced by Will Ferrell, is trying to get revenge on Gru. You learn about his motivation and his revenge. It doesn't really add to this villain. And the villain, voiced by Will Ferrell, is easily the worst in the franchise. There's not much this character wants to do, and it spends his time trying to find Gru, and you utilize other characters to help him find Gru. You have that villain side of the story, but then you also have the minions who become mega minions and get powers, and then you have a young girl next door who looks up to Gru, and then you also have everybody's new identity in Gru Jr. There's a lot going on, and with so many storylines being tackled on, I didn't feel that there was one singular storyline that was worth my time or it was better than the other. And so there's a lot that just film takes on, and when you think there's potential for his oldest daughter as she's struggling with being in this new town and there's no friends for her, they quickly forget about that. You could have some deeper moments between Gru and Gru Jr., and they forget about that as well. And with the quick runtime and so much going on, it is a poorly developed film. There is some comedy thrown throughout this movie. I laughed quite often in here, so did my kids. A lot of the Mega Minion scenes are pretty hilarious, and there's some jokes in here that I did laugh at, but it's got its typical Despicable Me Minions flair to it, that you're gonna get a lot of silly moments, situational humor that the kids will laugh at. I will laugh at as well, and I just found myself enjoying some of the jokes within here. The animation looks good once again. The bright colored scenes pop throughout this movie. A lot of the Mega Minion scenes do work, and I did appreciate that they were trying to do something different rather than just the same thing over and over again. But the overall plot is where it fails to captivate me. There's not a lot of depth for Gru and his family. It's a film that just kind of treks through the storyline. Will Ferrell's villain in here is the weakest of the franchise. There's not much to this character. The revenge storyline was really weak, and he didn't really contribute much to the movie. They really did not utilize Will Ferrell to their advantage. They could have had some hilarious moments. It just did not work. So overall, Despicable Me 4, I appreciate it taking this film in a different direction, especially when it comes to the Mega Minions and having Gru Jr., but there was so much more they could have done if they would have took out certain storylines. I can think about a couple storylines that really did nothing for me. That young girl that lived next door that looked up to Gru, that could have been taken out. The whole storyline with the badger and the principal at this school, that could have been taken out, and that would have allowed for Will Ferrell's villain to grow a little more and be a little more intimidating, because that was not there, and they utilized other characters to help him grow as a villain, and it just did not work. If you like the Minions movies and Despicable Me franchise, I think you'll find some enjoyment in it, but for me, it just did not work, and it's lower on the list compared to other Illumination movies. So before I give you my score for Despicable Me 4, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. If you'd like to see where Despicable Me 4 ranks amongst all the other 2024 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm gonna go ahead and give Despicable Me 4 a C+. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Despicable Me for the new Illumination animated film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.